Just keep them how they're in the package. Just plump them up a little bit. You seen those where they look like, they have a kink in their arm or something?
Yeah, Add stuff to put in the bun.
Yeah.
You got to squeeze it.
That looks stupid.
All right, Sip coming up in a bit. Let's kick off this hour. Good morning, Don Juan.
What's up, G?
How you doing?
Don,
All right.
Juan, DeMarco. So,
Hey, I should have let y'all just keep on talking about hot dogs and insure, bro. I mean, like...
Don Juan, you don't need insure, do you?
Nah, of course not, bro.
I'm just saying.
Thank God, though, right?
Yeah. I see people, but they sell that joker by the bulk load at Costco. I may need that.
Tell them yeah, okay. Hey, man, but I'm going to ask you guys everything, right?
Everything is everything, Don Juan.
Hey, but the numbers that they showed for the Huskers, man, it looked like the offense actually had a better season than the defense last year.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean...
But then all the changes and the focus wants to be on the offense. Go ahead, DB.
Well, I mean, the offense, they put up some numbers. Just couldn't score.
No, they were scoring, too, though.
I mean, a little bit.
I believe, enough, right?
Yeah.
Now, I got a question for you, though, right?
Take out the Northwestern game. It's pretty dismal.
Well, I just looked at the numbers when it looked like they was ranked like second and third or something like that in the Big Ten in offense, and the defense was no higher than like fifth or sixth. So I thought the offense had a better year.
They were 71st in the country in scoring offense.
Okay. And what about defense?
Scoring defense?
Hey, you the one bringing up the numbers, bro.
They were Don Juan. They were
yes, sir.
They were 36th.
Hey, well, I guess that showed me then. But now, DB, I want to ask you a question now, right? Because yesterday you said something, bro, and I thought it was kind of overlooked. But I don't even know if you can, be able to remember.
I just slid it in there?
Yeah, but because you said how much better. Do you remember that?
How much better?
Yeah, because I think it was after.
How much better was what?
No, I'm saying like because Nebraska was talking about how close they were, how close.
I said if the 2022 roster is better than a team that we've been told should have won more games because they were in every game, how much better is the 2022 roster?
Yeah, I thought that was a mic drop moment on you, bro.
So, do you know what I mean, though?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Hey.
And didn't nobody answer it, though. See, you had a good question there. Go ahead, though, bro.
Hey, so the most competitive is going to be Usyk and Joshua, and according to Vegas. But are you looking forward to any of these fights? Benavidez,
Garcia away from boxing. To boxing. Go ahead, bro.
Well, did you want to see Golovkin and Alvarez? You do, don't you? I asked you that.
Yeah. Well, I think that they earned the third fight, bro. Right? But
he's almost. Alvarez is almost 5-1.
Man, I don't really care about it, bro. I will let them guys go ahead and earn their paycheck and their fans be happy. But, bro, like for real.
What do you think? What do you think happens with Usyk and Joshua,
win, bro? But what'd you say?
What about Usyk?
And I think Joshua's going to win, though. I think he's going to be a 3-time champ.
Wow, he's a huge dog.
Man, I know. I might have to get some of that.
Hey, how about Garcia and Benavidez?
I like Benavidez, bro.
Oh, a little upset, huh?
Yeah,
it'd be a huge upset.
You know what I'm saying? And he kept ducking Bud. So, that just showed me, who's more about it a little bit.
What else you got?
But, hey man, so what's the holdup with the Crawford and Spence fight, bro?
Yeah, it's gotten quiet, hasn't it?
Yeah, I'm hearing more about Mayweather and McGregor possibly having a rematch.
I know, bro.
Who did I just miss calling out Mayweather? Was it Garcia? Who said Mayweather can get some too? Was it Romero? It was somebody. I can't remember. But
money for Conor.
That's how much how important that fight was.
Well, he was just talking. Floyd is like 70.
Yeah, it probably should have been the man AB though, bro. You know what I mean?
Oh, Broner.
Yeah, they got him out there.
The can man.
Yeah. Hey, but the new AB is Alicia Baumgartner, bro. I'm a big fan of her.
Yeah, she She can.
Hey, because she got a
can
good
get
fight
it.
coming up with Mayer, bro.
Yeah.
You know something about that?
No, but I listened to her the other day on Top Rank does a podcast, and she's got a pretty good mouthpiece on her too. She
Yes,
talks.
Lord.
She
Let me
talks.
find out.
Yeah. And she, beautiful. But then the Shakur fight, man, you seen that one that's coming up
Yeah,
with all the young hitters on there?
I think that's a great card, by the way, and I'll take. In the long run, will you take, not against each other necessarily, but as their fighting career, you taking Gervonta Davis or Shakur Stevenson?
I think Shakur said Tank don't want none, so I'm going to go with Shakur. I mean, but if you're talking about who's going to make more money and have a better record, it could be Tank. They playing that PBC thing where they, like, protecting their fighting champions, right?
Since we bounce all over the place, is now a good time to talk about the Rays or not so much?
I see you guys started off with the Yankees have added. Man, dude, bro, if I was a Kansas City fan, I'd have been called up a long time ago. Tell y'all, man, stop that madness, man. Hey, bro, we just want to make it to the playoffs.
Yep.
And then we're going to handle business.
Well, and
But they do need I'm sorry, Gary, I just want to say this real quick. I want them to upgrade at the catcher, the shortstop, and the center field. Now, go ahead, Gary.
No, I wouldn't be surprised if they try and get in with Wilson Contreras this week, or if they've been in with him quietly from the Cubs.
Look, see, now you trying to pass them Cubs off the owner.
Oh, no,
I don't want no ex-Cub.
No, you would like Wilson Contreras as a rental.
I'm gonna do some research. I'll call you back next week to check it out.
All right, so to finish what you started, I know what you were looking at. So they put up when Nebraska was at Big Ten Media Days, they put up the stats of where they ranked in the Big Ten in offense and defense. They were fourth in the conference in running the football last year.
Right.
Yep.
Which is where they need to be or better, right?
Yeah, absolutely agree. Don Juan, it's always great to hear from you.
Stop the run.
Thank you.
Just think about, like, if you were only returning 3 starters on defense and maybe a wide receiver and a tight end, and you were working in a new quarterback, but you had a culture of offensive linemen that you just turned over and over and over. Think about the biggest sense of optimism for Nebraska, and maybe it happens this year, is if you could just run the football. You could just run the football when you wanted to run the football. Look at what that does to the sense of optimism about a season, even if you have holes to fill.
Yeah. 4th seems high in the conference. I wouldn't have guessed that.
So Michigan was the number 1 running team.
Makes sense with Quorum and Haskins.
And they ran for 5.2 yards per carry. Wisconsin was second at 4.8. Then Minnesota at 4.3. Nebraska was 4th. They ran for over 181 yards per game. Ohio State was 5th. Ohio State ran for 5.5 yards per carry last year.
Well, you love their super freshmen that took 4 weeks to get into the lineup, but yeah.
Then at the bottom of the league, so Purdue, which chucked the ball over the field, they ran it the fewest times of anybody in the league.
You know you're a King Daru guy.
How about this difference of how you go about your business? Purdue last year ran the ball 392, Minnesota 601.
Yeah.
Here's a startling thing.
You know what? Purdue needs to go to Chick-fil-A.
Well, you'll find out that the best way you got to have a team. You got to have, it starts with the play call, just like when you go through the drive-thru and you get on, they go, "Hi, can I help you?"
Does that surprise you that analogy that he gave or that story that he told doesn't bother me one bit?
No. I mean, I would
if PJ Fleck wants to go to Chick-fil-A to better understand their culture, then okay. It would be a gimmick or a stunt if he wasn't winning, but they win. So I mean, who am I?
Play the game.
He wants to better himself. I would encourage anybody to try and get to that program. What they teach you, they're pretty efficient. Would you agree? The drive-through?
I wonder. You know what? He's got me curious now, and he has for like the last couple of years. I told you what his players were saying about him. I was like, whoa. I wonder what he's like 4 or 5 consecutive days if he's not coaching me. Like
in the off season?
Like if we're just hanging out.
Oh. Like off season, if you come up to
would I want to be better or would I want to choke him? That's what I want to know. Like, because that's how you know, like, the authenticity of a guy, right? Like, is it he like
and I'm
all
told
the
he's
time?
like that that's who he is.
Like even over dinner? Like, hey, grab that fork and be elite.
Now that would be a little much.
I'm just curious.
Gotta check out Sharp and Benny.
Because you know me, my big thing, I always wonder about sustainability.
Well, let's go on a recruiting trip, and then I'll tell you.
Subscribe to D-Rap.
I'll be the guardian.
You're just going to keep that stuff coming. That's going to be a long next...
I'm just looking at it for knowledge for myself. We'll just go up there. You don't have to go to school there. I mean, I went to school there for a semester. One quick, let's see here. So, Saquon Barkley hasn't been at Penn State in a while. They were 13th in the league last year in running the football, 3.2 yards per carry.
That's not very good.
Do you know who was, outside of Purdue, you know who was 6th in the West in running the football last year?
Illinois.
Iowa.
Their yards per carry were down too. What was
3.4 yards per carry.
Their yards per carry were pretty low.
Yeah,
but on the flip side, you know who the 3 best teams in stopping the run last year in the Big Ten were? All in the same division: Wisconsin, Minnesota, Iowa.
That makes sense.
And then it goes Michigan State, Michigan, Ohio State, and then Nebraska. Teams ran for 4.2 yards per carry on Nebraska last year. As you know,
that's got to come down about a half yard.
Yes, it does.
Doesn't seem like much, but it's going to matter.
Well, okay, so let's say you get to 3.5 yards per carry. Michigan State, that's what they were last year. They were 3.4 yards per carry that they allowed, and that was 4th in the Big Ten.
No,
Wisconsin, by the way, this is well known with that defense, 2.1 yards per carry.
I didn't say like I'm chomping at the bit to do it. I just wondered out loud, Channel 3 Sean. My man asked me if I've ever been on a cocaine bender.
Whoa.
No, let me give it context, Chance. Context matters. He said, what PJ Fleck is like outside of football. Ever hung out with someone on a 4-day coke bender? No, I have not. Channel 3 Sean. That'd be miserable. I just want, I wouldn't like say, hey, let's go, to Matt's Bar and Grill and get a burger, but I would watch from afar. I don't know if I'd want to be the guy that's like every day. I just want to see. Put it to the test.
Couple of things here.
What?
I think you should watch, because I did, and I actually
hung out with somebody on a 4-day coke bender.
No,
Maybe he was on the.
You know what? I don't think I've ever known anybody that's their
nice analogy,
that's their
Channel 3 Sean. Who does that?
No one in my sphere I've ever hung out with that I think cocaine would be their go-to.
That you know of.
No, I'm pretty sure.
That's a good point, Chance.
No, I think I would know. I think I would know them well enough if they're doing drugs. It's not cocaine.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Ever know anyone who just stays awake for 36 hours in a row very casually?
Yeah, but
as he shoots me the side eye.
Hey, yeah, but
it's not 36 hours. It's about 24.
But we don't think that Padilla does drugs. He doesn't do drugs, but he'll stay awake for.
Maybe he just got like a really good pre-workout or something.
He's dreaming of basketball.
Yeah, I'm going to say for certain. Put it on the board of guarantees. I do not have any friends that have ever been on a cocaine bender or done cocaine. Now they've done other drugs, and that's okay for them. Stop. Just not my thing.
What was number 2 of that? Matt's Grill?
Oh, number 2. There was a series before PJ got the job at Minnesota, or kind of in the transition from Western Michigan to Minnesota, being PJ Fleck.